Everyone, welcome to our first official Windweaver interview, featuring our lovely voice actor, Teddy Scott. He is the voice behind our main protagonist, the Duck. So how are you going, Teddy?
I'm going good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. We're also joined by our lead dev here, Anonnagon.
Hello, hello.
Hello. So, Teddy, I have a few questions for you today. I hope you're more than happy to answer some of them.
I would say I'm just about happy. I don't know about more than happy, but like I'm happy enough. I would say about like 90%.
Awesome. Well, I'm 100%. So,
Jonathan is the main character of Windweaver, obviously. He is the green blur, and he is he's just this very carefree duck, very sarcastic, very witty. And to me, I see a lot of myself in him, especially when I was younger. Growing up on video games like Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, all those other 3D platformers that really inspired me to become a voice actor, a lot of them had very similar character traits, but they all kind of came back to Sonic being very carefree, very it's my way or the highway, very sarcastic, and that influenced my personality. So I tried to bring that to Jonathan, and like I said, he's a very personal character for me. I've always loved 3D platformers. They were what inspired me to become a voice actor, and it's been a lifelong goal to be a character in a 3D platformer. So for Jonathan, he's a dream come true to me. He is a part of my identity at this point. When I have people following me, they follow me now because of sometimes because of Windweaver. And that's really exciting to me. Yeah, I would have to say his personality, which you hear a little bit in the gameplay, a lot of the efforts, and then just the things that he says when he performs a specific move. But something that we got to see with the cutscene that you guys most recently released is a lot of his childlike immaturity, if I'm being fully honest. And that's something that I really love about him, is he is very childlike. And childlike versus childish. And I do see a lot of that immaturity in him, but my favorite thing about him is his personality. I think that a lot of people can resonate with Jonathan. I think a lot of people can resonate with Jonathan because he has that reckless, it's all about me kind of attitude with the way that he goes about things. And that's, we love a rambunctious, speedy duck, right? I think what makes Jonathan really stand out, in a lot of the speedsters that we typically see, something like Sonic the Hedgehog or Dash from Incredibles or The Flash, they're typically very confident people. To me, Jonathan still has this insecurity about not meeting the mark, and that comes from something within himself, something that I think a lot of people will be able to connect with in some of the dialogue scenes. He doesn't like he's been grounded, essentially, and that's something that is having a big toll on him, something that we don't really see from a lot of these other speedsters. Typically, they're not hobbled. That's like, once you take for instance, with Sonic, you can't take away his speed unless you were to fill his shoes with cement. With Jonathan, you take his ability to fly away from him, and so much shatters within him. So I think what's different is that he doesn't have the same level of confidence, but I think that that's something that we will be able to see as the story progresses in the game, and I think that that's something a lot of people will really enjoy, is seeing his progression. I think that that's something that we're going to be able to see with the story of the game. There's a lot of things that can only be experienced as the writing has had the time to flourish, to explore Jonathan's character. We only really have a taste. I think what people are really going to enjoy seeing is what makes him stand out from the other speedsters, right? Given that amount of time to explore that, I think players will really like. I think, especially with these mascot characters, people just love to get to know them, see how they can connect to them. And I feel like a lot of people will be able to connect with Jonathan and his energy. Reading the audition, I was just floored. I was blown away that a project like this was being made, and it was something that was so intrinsically tied to my goals as a voice actor. My desire to be in a game like this, reading these lines, I was like, oh, I could do this guy. I am this character. I'm Jonathan. I could do the voice, like, it wasn't just the voice that I was concerned about, it was the character, and I connected with him. Reading those sides, I thought, that's me. I can see so much of myself in this character. And that was so exciting. Not only was it a dream come true to be attached to, like, audition for a game like this to begin with, but for a character like him to be so similar to me, I couldn't have asked for a better chance. And once I was cast and had a chance to really read the script, I realized there was just so much room to play around with this character, so much to add to him, so much to bring to life. And now it's just so exciting. There's so much fun in it. It's so funny. It's so engaging. It's just such a good time. And as a performer, that's what I want. I want to be not only entertained while I am performing, I want to know for a fact, oh, I can bring my A game to this because this is someone I connect with, this is a project I connect with, this is an energy that I know for a fact is within me, and because of that, I'm able to bring this to life. I'm able to go above and beyond. And that's so much fun. And there's also so much room inside of it to play around with this character, but there's just so much to explore. And that was how I felt reading the script. It was just written in gold ink. I think that the exploration aspect is going to be what sets this game apart from other games in a similar vein. And that's the aspect that I think is going to be the part people are most interested in, right? Obviously, we have the levels getting from point A to point B. We love those platformers that are just super high octane, fast, so much fun. There's just so much about it that I feel like people are going to like, and especially the animation work that's being done. It's just an all-star game. There's so much love being put into everything. If I were to say what I think gamers are going to really like about it, it is the story. It is the cutscenes, because there's so much love put into those sequences. But the gameplay obviously is so much fun. It's addictive. It's replayable. You're never going to get tired of it. And that's what I think people are going to connect with the most, is that there's always going to be something more to explore. Oh, well, it'd have to be the Windweaver standard, except no substitutes, because you have to understand, we expect perfection, and that's what I bring to the table. You just listen here, Bash. Once I catch up to you, I'm going to make sure that you pay for what you did to me!
Take this, Windweaver! Try faster, Dash. He's gaining.
Get back here!